thing that I find so unbelievable about the fact that we are 3 weeks out from our wedding. So that's like one thing in and of itself, like hard to believe, but we're leaving in 2 weeks. We're leaving 2 weeks from tomorrow for our wedding. And even more unbelievable is that I only have 9 work days left until my time off for the wedding. Like, I'm having such a hard time wrapping my head around it. And I'm someone who packs really early for things. So I'm probably gonna start packing like this coming weekend. It's just, I don't know where the time is going. So what is on the docket for this coming week? First and foremost, for my own like physical and emotional well-being, this week my chiropractor is finally back in town. He's been gone for the last 3 weeks traveling. If you didn't know, if you haven't seen my TikToks, I had like a pretty debilitating back injury back in February. I dislocated my SI joint in my lower back and I couldn't walk. It was the most pain I've ever been in, but going to my chiropractor and physical therapy has really been helping me. I was going twice a week for the first month, then down to once a week. And this has kind of been a trial period to see how I feel while he's been out of town. I'm also trying acupuncture for the first time this week. Both of those things I'm hoping will just like set me up to feel good the week of the wedding, because the last thing I want is to like be in pain. Also, I should be getting my period this week, which will be great because I have not been in the best mood or like mind space. So I'm excited to just like get that over with so I can be excited about the wedding again. So those things are happening. Right now I'm actually waiting for a delivery for my garment bag that I got to travel with all of my wedding outfits, because it was a struggle to find something that was long enough for dresses. What else? I actually have a pretty like heavy week for work this week. I have an offsite this Friday and just some important meetings here and there. And then this coming weekend, I'm getting my final microneedling session done. I've had to time it out very carefully with getting Botox done and then microneedling and then my last facial before the wedding, which will be like the week of. And I'm going back to the first person I ever went to for microneedling in Philadelphia. I started seeing her right after we got engaged up until when we moved out of Philly. So that'll be a nice full circle moment, but I'm sure there will be things here and there that I'll need to decide. Hopefully this week we will get our place cards that I sent off to the printer last week, and I think I actually should be getting some things in the mail outfit wise for the few days that we're in Lake Tahoe. So I'll show you kind of what I land on for that. The challenge with packing is that it's going to be, I think, like significantly colder in Lake Tahoe than it is in Sonoma. And we're gonna be in Tahoe first and then Sonoma. Tahoe right now is like high 50s, low 60s for the high. And Sonoma, I think, is more like 70s, 80s. I think what I'll also do is show you my packing spreadsheet. If any of my like friends or coworkers are watching this, you know about the packing spreadsheet. I am very proud of it. It's a system that works for me. So I'll show you that because that helps me like really stay organized when it comes to packing. So my God, and then the next week will probably be the packing vlog. Oh, here is my garment bag. So I'm gonna go get that from the front porch, maybe unbox it for you right now. Let's take a look at this garment bag because I really think I found the unicorn of garment bags if you have to travel with dresses. So the brand is Wally Bags. I got it from Amazon. So I am 5'2", okay? This bag is taller than me. It is 66 inches long. It has a bunch of little compartments on the outside and on the inside, which is good because this is gonna count as my carry-on. So I only get a personal item in addition to this. I do think that I am gonna bring my LL Bean tote bag as my personal item, but I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to put, first of all, this holds 6 hangers. I think it's more than enough room actually for all of the hanging stuff I'm gonna need to bring. So I'll probably be able to sneak more clothes into this than I initially thought. and it has like small pockets here and there, so I'll probably put like my wedding jewelry in this. I'll put my shoes in it, and then I'll even be able to slip some things on the outside, like maybe, I don't know, my Kindle or like any anything that doesn't fit in my personal item, because I don't want to stuff that bag too much and just have it like weighing me down. So I really think that this was a good find. I think it was a little expensive. I mean, maybe not. It was more than I thought I was going to spend. I think it was maybe like $140. I'll link it in my storefront. It does tri-fold and it has a shoulder strap. What was so interesting is that I was looking for garment bags and I found so many that were tri-folds, but they only had handles like this. I mean, I'm not gonna, well, first of all, this hits the ground if I just hold it with the handle. So I'm gonna need to put it over my shoulder. Anyway, I think this is gonna work very, very well. It's Thursday. I am working remote today. So if you follow me on TikTok, first of all, you know that I love our jeweler, Emily Chelsea. They have made so many special things for us. And long story short, I think I might have mentioned this in my last video. My mom and I, after my final dress fitting, we went to my jeweler, which was in the area, because my original plan was to wear a set of pearls from my mom's mom for my wedding, but I put it on with my dress and I really did not like how it looked. It was a little too like glam, old Hollywood for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm imagining just like a pendant on a chain situation. So we went to my jeweler and I saw this in their case. It was just a simple gold chain with a 1/4 carat diamond in a bezel setting. I was like, this is perfect. I was going to, have I been cut off that whole time? I'm sorry. I was going to get it in white gold because I felt like it was just more seamless with the color of the diamond and my white dress, but I went on TikTok. Everyone told me to get yellow gold because all my other jewelry is yellow gold, and it's true, like it will match better longer term for me. So let's see if this is a good view. I'll turn you around. So this is what we landed on. It's super simple, but I like how timeless it is, and I feel like the bezel maybe adds like a bit of modernness to the look. The chain, you can either wear it at I think 12, 14, or 16 inches, and I appreciate that. So I just think it'll look really nice layered with other necklaces. It's not like flashy or anything, but it's like a, you know, an elegant piece. So super excited about that. I am fully procrastinating going to the gym right now, so why don't I walk you through my packing spreadsheet? All right, I present to you my blank packing template. I have this almost fully completed for the wedding, but I am not ready to show like specific locations for where we're doing things. So I'm just gonna show you the itinerary page blank. So basically this outlines, I mean, it's pretty obvious, like it's, you know, it speaks for itself. I have the date, the day of the trip, the activities, and what each person wears. Jason has never once used my packing template, so this is really just for me. So here on our wedding one, I just hid the columns that show the exact locations, but basically I have like the dates here, the day of the week. I don't know why I put that in, but I did. And then I've started to compile what I'm gonna wear on each day. For example, June 14th, our first full day at the first resort we're staying at, it's going to be kind of just like a chill resort day. So I know that I'm going to wear just a comfy linen and button-up outfit, and I'm going to have a bikini on as well. And this is where people really start to think I'm psychotic about packing, because in this tab here with the list for person A, which is me, and person B, which is Jason, and it stays blank, this shows me, first of all, what I'm going to pack. And this tab and the itinerary tab don't necessarily communicate with each other. I haven't figured out how to do that, if it's even possible. But I've essentially, as I fill out what I want to wear in the itinerary, I come in here and I put it on my packing list. So I sorted it by alphabetical order for each bag. So I decide if I'm going to put it in my carry-on, my checked bag, or my personal item. And you know, personal item also kind of means whether it's going to be on my person. This looks like a lot, I know, but I literally list out every single thing I'm going to need. And because it's our wedding week, I'm not really cutting any corners. I also have what category it's in. It's a system that works for me. I know it's a little much for anyone who like doesn't use spreadsheets, but I am someone who uses spreadsheets for everything. Like if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen my cost per wear spreadsheet. There's just not an occasion that doesn't warrant a spreadsheet in my eyes. And I already have one. So like I have an old one here from our 2022 cruise that we went on with my family. I have our wedding one. I have one started for our Italy trip in the fall. We're going to Denver in July. I have a spreadsheet going for that, even though that's like a 36-hour trip. And I have one started for our honeymoon, which is next year. I just have it created. I haven't filled anything out yet. Don't worry. It's kind of similar to how some people just like to lay all of their clothes out on the bed and decide from there what they're going to pack. I'll probably still lay everything out just to make sure it all goes together, but this is kind of just my version of that. All right, I'm getting numbed up. I'm here at the tanning and facial bar in Philadelphia in Fishtown. It's like really close to where we used to live. I see Allie. I've seen her for the past over a year at this point, maybe almost 2 years. Stopped seeing her when we moved away, but I really just love the way that she does microneedling on me, so I had to come back one more time before the wedding. And I had to time it out really specifically because I needed to wait 2 weeks after Botox, and I have to wait 2 weeks between microneedling and my facial, so this is timed out very specifically. So here's the before. If you saw my TikToks about getting microneedling done recently, like the last few months, I won't look that bad. That place that I went to like earlier this year, they go like super deep and super hard, and I don't really like that. So happy to be back here. Also, what I like about this place is that Allie does my neck as part of it rather than it being an add-on, and at a lot of other places the neck is additional. Jump scare warning. Listen, I am so happy I went back to Allie. Wait, hold on. Because I don't know if you saw my TikToks about going to the other place closer to where we live now. I'll like insert some screenshots here, but I was so unbelievably swollen from going there, and it took like probably 10 days before I was back to normal. I mean, the results were good, but that's not really worth it to me. So I also did not feel a thing. I like the numbing cream that Allie at this place in Fishtown uses a lot more, and it took like no time at all. She said, I just go to like the critical endpoint, which is where you start to see pinprick bleeding, and then I move on. So super happy with it. In a few days, I'm gonna look like a little baby, I guess. I did stop at my favorite coffee place for a latte and a scone, La Colombe. Honestly, I miss living in Fishtown. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know, I just like really miss it. I miss being able to walk to go get coffee, walk to like the park. This area of the city is very residential. That makes a big difference for me, but I think a happy medium for us would be to be able to move to a walkable downtown somewhere. I love our house. I love where we are now. I love the fact that we have a yard. We're only renting for now, which like works for us, but I don't know, being back here, I just like, I miss it. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I lived in cities for so long, and was so ready to go to the suburbs, and it was a good move for us, but I'm like, damn, I miss Fishtown. So anyway, I'm gonna drive home, go see my dog, lay on my couch and read for a while because I did get my period yesterday, which is perfect timing, but I am not feeling my best at the moment. So let's go brave 95 and get the hell home. This is the reality of being a little over a week out from leaving for our wedding across the country.
Definitely not the jacket with this shirt.
I like the jacket with the pants with a different shirt. Yeah. And I like the shirt with the pants. So the jacket and shirt are from Mango, right?
Yes, jacket and shirt from Mango, pants are from Banana, but they're sold out.
Ooh, sorry everyone. I love this look. Brown loafer, ties in the brown shirt. You look so
You love it because it's
70s.
all beige.
It's not all beige, it's brown and cream.
Brown is a form of beige.
I would argue beige is a shade of brown.
They're all beigey brownies.
I love it. All right, we just had our old people's lunch at Chili's. We went to Chili's at like 1 p.m. because it's right by the mall. So we have...
Dinner was good.
Yeah, our dinner, our early bird special. We have some things we definitely need to get at the mall. First is a little like notebook or two for our vows and for our officiant speech. I'm gonna look for sunglasses for the day. I also need potentially a jacket because it's gonna get down to like the 50s at night. What else? And then whatever else we get into. We sent back some notes about the design for the menu for our welcome dinner while we were at lunch. It was basically like a working lunch. I should have put it on my corporate card.
Your corporate wedding card?
Which is just our credit card, I guess. I have a Sephora gift card that's burning a hole in my wallet.
You don't need any more perfume though.
Divorce. We can do this. Do we need anything else? I don't think so.
I think you should just stop the video. I'll let you stop the video. I need...
You told me to stop! Okay, what do you need?
I need a braided belt.
A brown braided belt?
Brown braided belt. And I need potentially a short sleeve patterned bluish shirt. And
this is not really a great mall that we're going to. It's okay.
And I think that's all I need.
Okay. All right, we had a somewhat successful visit to the mall. While I didn't find a jacket to wear for the wedding day, I think I'm gonna be okay. I have a cashmere wrap from my mom that I showed on my TikTok. It's from the Travel Wrap Company. I was able to find the notebook or set of notebooks that we're gonna use for the wedding day. So I just got the Moleskine? I don't know how to pronounce that. Just a set of 3 journals in a neutral color. So what I'm gonna do is print out our officiant's script for the ceremony, put that in here, probably use the same notebook for our vows so that it's all in one place. I just think that would be kind of a nice keepsake. Then maybe I'll just let our officiant keep one of the other ones. And I did get nice sunglasses for the day. If you watch my TikToks, you know I'm like very new to the world of like the finer things, I guess, when I'm buying things. And I feel like Coach, the brand Coach, is like kind of everything I'm looking for in a brand. It's super classic, basic, I want to say, but that's because their styles in terms of like the silhouettes and the colors and the materials like never have gone out of style. So we have a Coach in our mall, and we stopped in. I saw a pair of sunglasses there that I did like, but they were like a little expensive and I didn't like them enough to pay that much money for them. But then we went into Sunglasses Hut and I saw that they had a Coach section, so I checked them out and I found the prettiest sunglasses for this trip and beyond. So YouTube saw it first, okay? But they are kind of like a sheer pink on the rims. And then the arms, these are called arms, right? Have this like kind of subtle like rose floral pattern. And I love the gold accents. I just think they're so pretty. And I'm very excited to have these, to have bought them for myself. I've only ever had like super cheap plastic sunglasses, and nothing wrong with that at all. I will keep wearing those until they fall apart or until I lose them, but I'm excited to have like something nice to wear for the wedding. Something cool that I also did this week that I don't think I talked about was I started cutting our ceremony music. So we're not having a DJ or anything because we're not having like an official dance floor or like dance portion of our night. But I wanted to basically make our wedding coordinator or our month of coordinator's job super easy. He said he would cue the music for us on my phone or just on a device, but I wanted to make sure like the file, he wouldn't have to like scrub to, 1 minute and 22 seconds in to get the part where I wanted to walk down the aisle. I just started cutting it myself. So essentially I downloaded the MP3 from YouTube. I started cutting it in GarageBand, and it's actually pretty easy. I've worked with GarageBand before. I haven't decided between 2 songs to walk down the aisle to, and we actually have a friend who's coming. One of Jason's best friends is a Broadway performer and an awesome musician and guitar player. Jason's FaceTiming him tomorrow, and he's gonna ask if he'd be willing to play a song live for us, for me to walk down the aisle, which I think would be just so special. And then we also have to decide what our recessional song is gonna be. So after our first kiss, what's gonna play? Jason kind of knows the ins and outs of what this should look like, so I definitely trust him. And he really said that our exit song, because of how our day is gonna flow and how it's just kind of all in one space, should really be the song that we want to kick off cocktail hour. So I don't know, we're kind of torn between 2 different directions. We have very, very different tastes in music. He really wants to go like classic rom-com. This Will Be an Everlasting Love. If we're gonna go in that direction, I want my Princess Diaries moment for Miracles Happen. But neither of those are really my top choice. But since I get to choose what I'm walking down the aisle to, I think I'll probably let him have the final say in terms of that. But those songs are gonna be, I don't know, maybe a surprise, but I'm mostly not saying anything because I can't decide what we're gonna use. We also got some really I got some really like weird news about a friend I invited to our wedding today, who essentially like ghosted the invite. And I found out through our officiant today that they are not coming and just never told me. So honestly, like, it's just making me even more grateful for those who are coming, regardless of like how much of a sacrifice it is, how far they have to travel. We just have some really incredible, caring people in our lives, and I'm so grateful for that. And sometimes it takes, losing someone or seeing someone's true colors to really deepen your gratitude for what you do have. So, and the people that are coming to our wedding deserve 1,000% of our energy and attention. But I guess it's true, like, no matter how small you're keeping the wedding, there might always be one person who surprises you in a bad way. But for every one bad surprise that we have 10 good ones, and I mean that wholeheartedly. So also my microneedling is healing up super well. It's just like my neck. Also my SPF is pilling like crazy off my face. And then my forehead is just a little funky, but that's why we have hats and bangs. Okay. So I can't believe as of tomorrow, we're 2 weeks out from the wedding. It's so hard to believe. Yeah, this was a pretty chill week. This coming week, every day, I'm going to try to focus on cleaning a different area of the house to get it ready for our house sitters. I'm going to miss our dog so much. And then really just start packing. I need to steam all of my hanging clothes, start putting those in my garment bag, get serious about leaving. Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier. My team, I had an offsite on Friday, and my team threw me a surprise bridal shower. I wanted to cry so badly, but I was like so in shock. They decorated the like conference room that we were in at the hotel, and Jason was in on it too. So they like basically quizzed us about how well we know each other, and he like emailed in his answers. I'm very proud to say we were 100% aligned on our answers. It's funny, the very first question they asked was, what's Jason's favorite movie? And without missing a beat, I said either Mrs. Doubtfire or Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. And everyone started laughing so hard. They were like, what? I'm sure that they thought I was wrong. But nope, that's exactly what he said. He said either Mrs. Doubtfire or Sister Act 2. And I'm like, that's all you need to know about my fiance and just like who he is as a person. So that was just like such a thoughtful surprise, and I feel so grateful to like be on a team for less than a year and they feel called to like make me feel celebrated. It was just so sweet. I doubt any of them are ever going to see this, but I just appreciate it more than I can say. I feel so lucky to be in the job and at the company that I'm at. So it was amazing. And yeah, if you watch this, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next week for crunch time. We're getting there. I can't believe it.